In the UK, at least where I live in the UK, you are pretty much required to recycle yourself. You can't just put everything in one bin and expect the binman to take care of it for you. You have to separate your plastics and your glass and your cardboard and your paper from anything that's got food on it. And the thing about that is that means you have two separate bins and two separate bin collections. Now, I live in a large block of flats. We have a bin chute. In fact, the bin chute happens to take up a corner of my kitchen because I live on that end of the building. Now, the bin chute is only for general household waste, not anything recyclable. And all of that goes into the basement into a massive skip. I've seen it when I've been down there because every now and then the lift breaks down and I have to escort the firemen down there to disable the motor so that they can manually move the lift to a floor to let people out. Regardless, I've seen where the bin's empty. Goes into a skip and then a company is hired once a week to come and empty that skip into standard wheeled bins that they then have to carry upstairs for the binman to empty. Not the best system. Would be better if the bin chute actually emptied to a location that was accessible from the street, but it doesn't. Now, none of that involves recycled waste. Recycled waste, at least in Hastings, has to be in a pink recycle bin bag. These are provided by Biffa, the bin company. So, backroom deals there. But it has to be in a pink bag. Those things are so thin and so easy to tear that it seems ridiculous that those are the bin bags that my local council requires us to use. Because we live on the coast. We have a lot of avian wildlife. I'm talking about the various varieties of seagulls. There's a lot of them, and if you know anything about seagulls, you know that unlike various forms of pigeons and other birds, if they know where to get food out of a bin, they will learn how to get that food. So, seagulls are prolific for stealing food out of your hand when you're on the beach. They're also prolific for breaking into bins. And when all of the recycled rubbish, which usually isn't cleaned, and knowing the people in this building usually isn't actually for the recycle bin, gets left in these flimsy pink bags on the street in the hot weather waiting for the bin men, once a week we have seagulls tearing them apart, leaving rubbish all over the street, and it just looks ridiculous. All of that would be solved if the council provided actual bins to put these bags in.